Hello Kids Club! How are you doing today? This is Lynn, and I'm here to show you how to do a new craft, which is made with just duct tape and a candy bag or a chip bag. My bag here is a little candy bag, and it's sturdy enough to hold quite a bit of things, and it will stick together. And I also made a larger one while trying to make this video, and it even has a flap. This one I thought was going to be really cool because of the whole cheetah. I really like Chester, and it has a green and white stripe inside of duct tape. But we are going to work on this one, and it'll be kind of like a matching bag. One of the things I can use this for is I could put my swimsuit from camp in it, because water's not going to bother this, or a wet swimsuit really isn't going to bother it, and it'll keep it from all the rest of the things that are in my backpack. So we are going to start with, like I said, a chip bag or a candy bag. I am going to use yellow, so that way it matches where it says Cheetos on it, and it'll match this bag that way too. Then I also have a strap, but I don't think I'm going to actually use it on it. I'm going to find something else, but you can find a rope or something, because it'd be really easy to put a couple little hole punches in there and then put a rope or some kind of thing on there. You can also make it out of duct tape, but I've done that before and it's not very pretty. So again, we're going to use a chip bag, duct tape. Make sure you have a nice sharp pair of scissors. We are going to use a wet paper towel and a dry paper towel. And that is basically everything we're going to use. So starting out, I'm going to open up my bag a little bit, and where it's flattened out, I'm going to go ahead and cut on that line all the way to the bottom, but not into the bottom of it. So alright, so now it's cut, and it's still connected in the middle. That's the way we want it. Now we're going to get our wet paper towel and wipe the inside clean. Because there's always lots of crumbs and oils in there, and your tape won't stick if it's greasy or has crumbs in it. Then I get my dry paper towel and I dry all the little water droplets off from there. Okay, then the next thing I do is I'm going to get my tape, and I am going to open my bag, and I am going to put my duct tape on there. The nice thing is most of the time you can pull off your bag and reposition it if you didn't really lay it very straight, or something get a wrinkle. But you kind of want to try doing it straight to start out with. My big bag I did has a lot of wrinkles in it, which I wasn't happy with. If you leave a little bit of the tape when you go to cut it, you leave it where it's hanging over the edge a little bit, that will, one, hold your bag in place on the table, but also at the end you can fold this down and make this a smoother edge, or you can leave it like this, and we're going to end up putting a smooth edge on it anyways. but it is nice to get it to lay flat on the table. That first strip is really important for that. I am not going to fold over the edge until we are all done, and your next strip is going to be overlapped of the other one. And again, I want to smooth it. I'm really trying hard this time on this smaller bag to get it smooth. I'm going to reposition this because I'm running out of time and I'm going to end up on the edge of the table. That was loud noise. And I think I can get a smoother bag if I tape it down to the table on the other edge too. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to pull it tight and smooth and hope for the best. I did a pretty good job on the small one, but I was messing around with this one here and laminated it. That made it easier. The kind of defeats the purpose of putting the tape on it, actually. Okay, so I have one more strip down the middle, maybe two, because I want to make sure everything is overlapped and I don't see any silver at all. One of the things that you can do is figure out how to add newspaper on the inside of it, and you can make it so that way your bag is not only water resistant, but also it is more thermal, because newspaper makes it so that way you can hold in heat or cold. I have a casserole dish holder that has plastic on the inside, and it's kind of thermal, and it's supposed to keep your food warm or cold, but my hot dishes also seem to burn it and melt it. So if I put newspaper on the inside of it, then it takes care of that problem and I don't ruin my things. Okay, so here's what it looks like on the inside, and then like I said, I have it on the outside like that. Well, what I'm going to do on the outside is I'm going to put a strip across the top and go ahead and connect all those edge pieces. And I'm going to do it across the bottom. See, it just makes it look nicer. So I'm going to do this before I even put it together. Okay. So this, I'm going to fold down. And this one I may have to just trim because it kind of sticks up, but we'll see. But I want to try getting it as straight as possible, which I really didn't do there. But thankfully it's at a point where I can actually pick it back up and do it over again. Okay. I still have the sticky here. That's where I'm going to grab the tape again, and I'm going to go along the edge of my bag and hook it to that. And again, I want it to stick out a little bit. Like that. Because when I put it together, the sticky is going to stick together and it's going to make a real strong bond. Have you ever gotten duct tape stuck together on itself and then tried pulling it apart? It's nearly impossible. So it will make your bag really strong. So again, I've got both of those. I can see I've got a little pucker there. Okay, here it goes. I'm going to put them together by folding them to where the original seam of the bag was. And try to get tape to be nice and smooth. Don't do too bad. And then I'm going to trim up the side. Now, what I did on this one was I used another chip bag and I added it to it to make the flap that's going to come down. So that's the finished project of that one. I'm afraid this video is going to stop on me here soon. But if you look, there it is. I still have this side to trim, but I'm not trimming it all the way to the edge. I'm just trimming it up to be smoother and not have any tape, sticky parts sticking out. There we go. So I can add a lid to this. One of the things I can do also is, like I said, I can put the holes in there and then make it a bag. And look at this. Water bottle on the side. If you put a hole here and here and put a string in it on both sides, then you have your own little backpack. And then it's on the back like this. So you can do many things. Come up with your own ideas and share them with us. Thank you. Bye. Have fun. Be safe.